2, the meadow. The berry markers, the berry markings, and the berry processing, and finally the meadow report.
What the hell does all of this have to do with how men and women communicate?
So, it's true though. She'll never see this, so my daughter Maddie, when she tells the story, you're 10 minutes in wondering when the hell is she going to ever get to the point.
Well, what is the story? Okay.
And it's the meandering and all the little details and everything else with the berry markers, But, guys, here's the most important thing. You don't get it if she's not happy with you. If she's really unhappy in the relationship,
absolutely.
You get one word, she's going to shut down. Fine, good, whatever. Yeah. That's it. Okay? So that's one of your early warning signs. And, then she talked about the berry markings, the details of, like the label of the tomato paste, so you get the right one and not wrong. I always go, I do the cooking, so I don't get that analogy for me, but I get, she talked about you really want to upset the
gatherer.
The gatherers to reset the grocery store. I want to kill people when they reset the grocery store. Because I'm the hunter and I know exactly where everything is I'm going to go buy, and I go in and I'm efficient, not hurried, but I know, boom, 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 out.
So you asked me in the last video about where does ADHD overlap and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting because there's a lot of research that says that ADHD people would have been more suited for hunting way back when. And so maybe that's part of why I feel very much the same on that.
Yeah.
So no, I just thought I'd bring that out. We've got markings, and
then the processing, and that's where she talked about. And women, I'm going to just go. Women are worse, more guilty of this. And we'll use the dishwasher analogy. The right way or the wrong way to load the dishwasher. Ladies, if you want us to load the dishwasher, we'll load it the way we load it. If you don't like it, don't expect us to load the dishwasher.
That is true.
Same thing with how you do other things around the house.
Right.
And
as long as it's getting done,
right.
The how doesn't
really matter.
It's not worth the conflict.
Right. And the thing is, who the hell says that you're right anyhow?
Right.
And what it is, well, this is how my mother did it. This is how I was brought up. Again, doesn't make it right, doesn't make him wrong. And there's the distinction I see.
Yes.
When you don't do it the same, women, because they want us to behave like them, look at it like we're wrong because we're doing it different.
My clients have said along the lines of, I want him to want to do it the right way. I want him to want to do it, the way that makes me happy.
And
how
any housework or dishwasher is loaded is going to impact your happiness, you need lots of therapy because you got some issues. Because again, it's being done, it's being run. Don't worry about it. Now, if it's not getting clean because you're placing the giant bowl in the center on the lower and it's covering the water thing, that's different. But that's never the issue.
Do you remember, and I think we've told this story before, first time I came to your house for a meal, and I'm like, you did all this cooking, let me at least clean up, right? And I started loading the dishwasher, and do you remember what I said to you?
I think you asked me how I load a certain... No.
Specifically...
Whoever loads the dishwasher is right.
I said, look, if you don't like how I've loaded the dishwasher, you can fix it, just wait until I leave.
Yeah.
And you said to me, how do we determine who loads it the right way? And I'm like, whoever's loading it is who's doing it the right way.
I've had people have strong opinions that all utensils should point down.
Yeah.
And then I know other people, all utensils should point up.
It doesn't really matter that much.
No.
As long as the job is getting done.
Exactly.
And I will say, ladies, if you feel like you have to go in and, well, it does matter because I have to go in and fix it. Do you really?
you're not getting a meadow report, there's problems. Again, it goes back to the one-word answers.
Right.
The other thing, gentlemen, and this is going to be challenging. You don't get to pick when.
Yeah.
You get the meadow report. So Charlie has told this story on video, so I'm going to share it. It's the perfect example. After they had gotten back together after the separation, they're going to bed, lights out, they're both going to sleep, and then Jill started talking. And, you know, I'm paraphrasing it, but he's like, is she ever going to shut up, is kind of the thought process. And then he realized, wait, this is what I wanted. I want her to want to talk to me. We don't get to pick the time and the place. Now, she made a very valid point. We don't have as much tolerance for, and again, before I go to the tolerance on the meadow report, guys, you got to hold the bucket. It's the most loving thing you can do. And you need to figure out, is there anything that's really important you have to remember?
I need to say you do have some choice in the matter.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if you don't want it to happen at bedtime, you make sure you engage earlier.
Well, you can do things to, you know, yeah. And it's bedtime's for sleeping.
I mean, you tell me to shut up all the time at bedtime.
That's nicer than what I actually say. We have a joking thing where I tell her, it's time now for you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but then sometimes he starts talking, and I've already been told to shut up, so I can't tell him to shut up, so I just...
So,
anyway.
Yeah, think about it. There's time in that evening to connect, have that discussion. So it's not happy, like if it starts to become a pattern late at night when you're trying to go to bed.
Yeah.
Because screw that.
Make the time for connection, make the time for you to hold the bucket and let her get it all out earlier in the day.
And if it's excessive on a regular basis, you need to put a time limit on it.
Yeah.
If it's not excessive, some of the greatest wisdom ever imparted to men was by Charlie Sheen. In 2.5 Men, Edith was going off about Alan, and all he did was, I understand. He kept eye contact. He said, I understand a couple of times. She was, oh, thank you. Gave him a hug and left. And he goes, what was she talking about? He goes, I have no idea. But figure out if there's something that's important that needs to be remembered or addressed, you know. And it is not, if it's excessive, she does need to figure out to take this to the girlfriends, not be burying us in it.
Spread it around a little bit, ladies.
Yeah.
Don't put it all in one place. I mean, but get to the point if you can with men.
Yeah.
They don't have, let's just put it this way, men just don't have the same attention span for that kind of thing.
Yeah, because most of it is insignificant crap that doesn't matter.
To you.
Exactly.
And that is Alison's entire point.
Yeah.
Is that you think about it differently than we do.
Right. And she even said, I don't do that to him. I think about what's important that he needs to know. So she doesn't do the purging with the meadow report. But again, that's now. She didn't know she wasn't always like that.
She even talks about how, like, there's, with her and her husband, sometimes they use, like, a code word or something along those lines. Or her husband will kind of come in, like, because when she was talking about diffuse awareness, you know, in order to get her to pay attention, he'll come in and say, hey, I need to talk to you about something.
Yeah.
And that is something that I adopted a long time ago.
You do.
I do it with my brother, too. Like, hey, do you have a minute? Do you have the mental space?
You always say, I've got something, you know, when you have the mental space. So I'm like, oh, something that has more depth and significance.
Yeah.
So I always make sure I'm in a place. And to this day, I can remember when I wasn't. I tried to have one of those conversations down in Mexico.
Yep.
It didn't go well, and then I had to come back and go, hey, can we do a redo? Because I wasn't ready for that. I thought I was in a good place to have a deep conversation, and I wasn't, and it didn't go well, and it was on me. And we did a reset, and it was fine.
Yeah.
All right, that's 2. Video 2, we discussed the meadow, and we will see you in the next video.